What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. That's right, y'all. It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. I hope all is good. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and made some money today. And I hope you're ready to study so we can be prepared to make some money the remainder of this week. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to talk to you about a few things today. I'm going to talk to you about where the market is at currently, and I'm going to give you guys 3 plays that we could possibly jump into and make some money going forward. So, that being the case, you already know how I go. Veterans of the channel, go down below, like the video, drop a comment. Every time you do, your support helps my channel grow. And for that, I appreciate you guys so much. Also, watch this video from beginning to end. When you watch this video from beginning to end, you're going to learn throughout the entire process, and the YouTube algorithm is going to love me, and for that, I'm going to love you.
Oh,
And if you're new
yeah.
to this channel, if you're interested in the stock market, you're interested in trading options, I'm your boy. I'm the Options Boss. I'm going to give you the game from A to Z and let you know how the thing go. What you need to do is you need to go down below, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and click all notifications. And when you do that, YouTube is going to make sure that you get these Get Money Jewels that I drop, first things first, right off the press, so we can put the game plans and strategies right into play the very next day, as soon as the market opens. Now, guys, that said, today, it was like a 100% replay of yesterday. The market started out green, it got nice, then it pulled back, and it got red, and it got not so nice. It was a whole lot of choppiness involved. Even when it was green, it wasn't a hardcore bullish. And even when it was red, it wasn't a hardcore dump. Now, that being the case, even when we went red, we still flipped back to green again, and then we flipped back to red again. And I believe we did finish the day on the red side of things. And of course, when I say red, and I'm talking about how we finished the day and how we were choppy, I'm talking about SPY, ticker symbol SPY. It's one of the 4 major indices that I always talk to you guys about. But that being the case, the market did flip-flop throughout the entire day today, and it was a bit of a pain for traders to trade. I know myself, it took a lot of aggression away from me. I jumped into a few plays early today, and I kind of got hamstrung and tied up and had to sit there and wait for those plays to pan out. One of them I was able to take profit for a very nice win. Another play that I jumped into, I'm down on, but I'm swinging it. I still got time. My expiration is not till next week, so we'll see if it bounced back. But that being the case, though, guys, the market is showing that we may have possibly hit a bottom. One thing that I was interested in that I did notice is that we had a higher low today than we did yesterday. So that's a good sign. If we could do that again tomorrow, that'll be an even better sign, and it could show at least a relative minimal amount of strength for us having hit the bottom and possibly reversing. So there are some stocks that I'm looking at that I could possibly make plays on. Some are calls, some are puts. And of course, as always, I'm going to show you guys the charts, because when we're talking about these stocks, I don't just want to give you my word of mouth. I want to pull up the chart and show you exactly what it is about the play that I could possibly like. I also want to show you the key levels that will make these plays attractive, because you know, if a stock is trading at one area but it needs to get through some resistance, or it's trading at one area but it needs to get through some support before you jump into the play, I want to explain that to you guys, as opposed to just saying, hey, go get this play. So with that being said, guys, we're going to dive into these plays. I got 3 of them for you. We're going to dive into these charts, and we're going to do that now. Alright, guys, so the very first play that I want to show y'all is ticker symbol SE. Now, guys, ticker symbol SE, as we look at the chart, I will show you guys how we have dumped all the way from the 200-day EMA, and we've gotten all the way down to this candle. Now, this candle right here is where we're currently trading at. This candle opened at 137. It got as high as 140.80. It got as low as 127.91, and it closed at 128.28. So this stock finished bearish, and it's been bearish for quite some time. So you may ask yourself, what exactly am I looking for on this play? And it's very simple. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for tomorrow's candle or any candle in the near future to open up below the low of today. The low of today being, again, 127.91. If I see SE trading lower than 127.91, I could jump into puts and I could try to ride this thing down. And this thing is so far down currently where it is that you would have to go out to the next screen in order to see. You would have to go out to the weekly to see where's the next possible support at. And I like that. So if I go out to the weekly, which I just switched over to the weekly chart, that was the daily. If I go over to the weekly, I will see this thing probably has a little support around the 200-day EMA, which is around that 123 area. So around there could be where I could take this down. If we were to lose the 200-day EMA, which is very possible with the way the market has been trading, if you were to lose that, you could possibly take this thing down to around, if I could get there, around this 110, 111 area. Got some pretty good support right there. If I was to check this candle, which was an interesting candle to me, the low of that candle is 109.17. And the low of this candle is 106. So that's actually a little bit lower. But you could probably take that down. If you lose that 200-day EMA at 123, the next stop for this is probably around that 110 area, that 109, 110 area. That's a big fall. That could make a lot of money on puts. I'm definitely going to have my eyes on SE. And if the market acts funny, SE is a play that could be a put to make us some money. So that is something I'm going to watch, and I hope you guys do too. Also, I'm going to show you my next play. And my next play is a very solid favorite, guys. My next play is Apple. Now, listen, guys. Apple has been in a bad spot here lately. Apple has been trading and has been bouncing around the 100-day EMA, as you see right here on the screen the past couple of days, pretty much all of this week. So, the thing about Apple, you have this candle right here. This candle opened at 162.35. It got as high as 163.84. It got as low as 158.28, and it closed at 159.22. Now, Apple had earnings this afternoon. So by the time you're watching this video, Apple earnings is out. The last I saw, Apple earnings were doing really good, but that could always flip at any point. You saw what Microsoft did when it was really bearish. I made a video about it, and after I made the video and posted the video, Microsoft went to the moon. So I say that to say, Apple, the last I checked, was doing great. Now, if Apple keeps going, what I would like to see Apple do, because they're doing well right now with earnings, I would like to see Apple take out this 167 area. And this 167 area is the 50-day EMA. If Apple could take out that 167 area, that 50-day EMA, Apple should get bullish. And there's no reason that if Apple gets bullish, they can't retest 170 from there. And possibly even further, but definitely 170 could be a good area to retest if Apple gets bullish. So that being the case, 170 is going to be a key level. And if it so happens to get even stronger, you could possibly take it up here to around this area of 172, where you may have 172.50, something like that, where you may have a little more resistance. And when I say resistance, I'm speaking of this red candle, which the high of that candle is 172.54. And I am also speaking on this green candle, which the high of this candle is 172.50. So if Apple could get the 50-day EMA back around that 167 area, it can definitely hunt 170, and from there it can definitely hunt 172.50. So I'm definitely interested in Apple and how it moves to see if it keeps the strength from this win on earnings that it seems to have gotten, and also that strength should help the market as a whole as well, because Apple has strong earnings and Microsoft turned in strong earnings, and those are the type of companies that can carry the market and can get the market rolling bullishly again. So I'm definitely going to be watching Apple. Guys, also, I want to check out ticker symbol CVX. That's right, guys, Chevron. So Chevron, full disclosure, my options group chat, we're already in Chevron plays. And actually, I stand corrected. My options group chat is not in Chevron plays. But the people who grab merch, I have this thing called Merch Plays. They are in Chevron along with me. And I'm going to explain to you why we are in Chevron. So Chevron has been trading very, very strong. You got the nice bull flag action right here and a breakout. Then you got this doji candle with the higher high. And then you got another doji, but again, a higher high. And this second doji right here, you open at 134.90. You got as high as 137. You got as low as 133.59. And you close at 135.57. So 37, excuse me. So you close this this candle bullishly. Now, with CVX, the MACD is bullish, so that's a great sign. The RSI is a bit oversold, so you got to be careful here. But as long as this thing keeps showing strength and keep creating higher highs, it's definitely worth a look. It's definitely worth being in. Again, we closed today around that 135 area. If we get above that area, I would like to see us higher than 137. Higher than 137, you definitely want to jump in and possibly make some money on calls with CVX. So that's what I'm looking at. And this is a sector that has done well, even with the inflation talk. So it's not going to be hurt as much by things going on with inflation and interest rates. Now, guys, if you stuck throughout this whole video, it's because you rock with me and because you appreciate me. So I appreciate you, and I want to give you an extra play. So what I am going to do, guys, is I'm going to pull up a play. And this play right here is going to be super duper volatile. But if you can catch it at the right time, you could definitely make some money. And that is none other than SPY. Now, guys, like I said, full disclosure, firstly, we were choppy as hell today. And right now, we're flirting with that 200-day EMA. We see that on the chart. As I go over, you see the last 4 candles flirting with the 200-day EMA. However, the one thing that I am noticing, and excuse me as I done went to the darn wrong page, the one thing I'm noticing is we have made a higher low 3 days in a row. And that's one of the reasons why I say we may have found a bottom. So if you look 3 days ago, this candle, and you know what? We made a higher low 4 days in a row. I stand corrected. So if you look at this candle, the low on this candle is 420.76. If you look at the next candle, the low on that candle is 427.15. If you look at the next candle, the low on that candle is 428.86. And then if you look at the low on today's candle, the low on today's candle is 429.45. So the lows are getting higher. And that tells me that we could possibly have found a floor and be getting ready to reverse. Again, this is not a chart thing, but this is just knowing what's going on in the market. You also have Apple being strong. You also have Microsoft being strong. Those are the type of stocks that can push SPY ahead on their own, essentially. So when I look at all that, I'm interested in to see what SPY is doing. SPY, the 200-day EMA is around that 438.55 area. If it can reclaim that area, if it can reclaim that 438.55 area, SPY can definitely get some momentum and try to push up and see if we can really break through where we've been at. The last high of the day before was 444.04. My thought is if we were to take down this 200-day EMA with the strength that we have with SPY and Apple and Microsoft, we can take down that 444 area, and that'll be something that'll be really nice to see. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out and monitoring the SPY. You should watch the SPY every day because the SPY is a very big deal anyway. But now I'll have extra attention on the SPY. Now, guys, I'm also going to be dropping a video in Tier 3 of my YouTube channel membership where I try to teach you guys as much as I can about the market and how to play options and the things that you look for in a good options play. I jumped into 2 plays today, and a couple of members of my tier 3 asked me why did I jump in those plays. So I'm going to break down why I jumped in those plays. So you know, it'll be NFLX and it'll be NVDA. Those will be the 2 tickers I'm going to discuss in that video. I'm going to tell you what I saw that made me jump in, and the result be whatever the result was, which is right now we're down on NVDA. I'm still going to explain what made me get in, and we got in and we took profit on the first NFLX. So that was a very nice win. I'm going to show you guys what I got in on a loser. I'm going to show you what I got in for on a winner, and hopefully it's going to make us knowledgeable and learn. So I definitely want you to check out tier 3 so you can understand what tier 3 is about. It's a small fee, but it'll be well worth it because the information and the knowledge that you learn will be with you for a lifetime as compared to a one-time monthly fee of $30 a month, which is, you know, we'll spend that on junk food throughout the course of a month. So why not do it for something that's going to help you learn and help you grow and make you a whole lot more $30 for a whole lot more junk food. So guys, I did drop a video talking about if we were at the bottom or if this NASDAQ correction was going to continue. I want you to check that video out. I'm going to put it right here. And you can always be a boss, guys, with the options boss. So never forget that. I'm a holla when I holla.